Hi everybody, I just want to make a quick video about two really useful commands called Draworder and Qselect. Now, I haven't brought these up yet because it hasn't really come up in any of the questions, but it's starting to. And I don't bring it up right away because you guys sort of are battling enough stuff and I don't want you to get confused by this. But now that you guys are sort of mastering the stuff I've been teaching, it has come up in some questions, so I want to address it. So a lot of you have created hatches in your project and added dimension strings, things like that. Some of you have noticed that sometimes, like for example, if I zoom out, I can kind of see that this hatch is drawing over my line work right there. See that? Those hatch lines are coming through. Likewise, you might see it for a particular, let me put on my dimensions here. For a particular dimension string. Like for example, let's see if there's one on here. It's not much like over here. If I grab this dimension string, now I'm going to move it to the front, kind of showing you where you can do this right now, but I'll go through it. This dimension string is actually over that line work. Now that's a little annoying because when you go to print it, that line work won't appear as dark right there where that dimension string is drawn over it. So the trick there is to get everything in the right order. Now there's a couple ways to do it. I could grab all of my dimensions and my hatch and move them to the back, or I could grab my cut line weight, which I have called. Oops, I just grabbed a hatch here. Give me a second here. On my computer, when I select a hatch, it goes really slow. So still not sure why that is. I'm going to pause for a second. All right, we're back. So I have one line selected here. That's cut line, 1-cut line. That's what I called that. So why don't we, let me just show you how to do a one-off. Then I'll show you how to just address the whole drawing so I can put everything in order. So first, I'm just going to grab this one line and I'm going to type in draw order. Okay. Now, once I click that, I can pick one of these selections, above objects, under objects. I'm just going to put front. So now this line right here has moved to the front, and I can tell it has because I don't see any of these hatch marks in front of it like I do this line. So that would print correctly there. But let's say I'm done drawing. I don't want to go in and select every single line. That's a nightmare. Okay, so there's a really handy tool called Qselect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and type. Qselect stands for quick select. So the tool is actually quick select, but I'm going to type in Qselect for select. Okay, quick select. Here's the toolbar here. Now, this looks a little confusing, but I'm going to apply this to the entire drawing. Just make the changes I suggest. Click layer here, and you want your layer to equal, let's say, one cut line. So I'm saying, hey, on my whole drawing, select the layer, the line, or the object that has a layer that equals this, or its layer equals this. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit OK. And now all my cut lines are selected. And then I could either type in draw order right here, or I can go to the quick button right here. It's in the modify tab, hit the little down arrow, and you want to click this icon right here. Now, right now it's set to bring to front, but if I hit that little arrow, I can see them all here. And I'm going to say bring to front. Okay, so now all my cut line, my first line weight, all those are brought to the front. Here's another way to do the same thing. I'm going to select the hatch. I'm not going to select it so we don't get paused, but actually I'll do hatches on layer 6. I'm going to select all the dims and send them to the back to make sure they're not on top of anything else. So I will do Qselect. And I'll do layer equals dims. Okay. All my dimensions are selected. I'll go up to my modify tab and I'll do send to back. Now all those are in the back. I know my line weight's on the front, at least my number 1 line weight. My number 2 is actually not in front of the hatch. So I'm going to try to send the hatch back, but it might pause again, but I'm going to do it. But by now you guys have the idea of what I'm trying to do here, and you're good to go. But I'll try sending the hatch back as well. Qselect layer equals 6 hatch. Okay. That worked out really nice. It just selected the hatch. Actually, it is kind of frozen right now. So I'll pause it real quick. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go to modify and send to back. Now all my hatches are below my first. They're at the very bottom of all of these layers sort of stacked on each other, which is a good place for the hatch and the dimensions to be. It doesn't matter if the dimensions are in front of the hatch, just that they're all behind all the other line weights, because then this will print nice and clear just how I want it. Okay, that's all I wanted to share today. Thank you.